Hi, third graders, and welcome back to another Richmond Math lesson. My name is Mrs. Yeager, and today we're doing day one of SOL 314, which says, and our learning target is, I can investigate and describe the probability of an event using grab bags and spinners. But first, let's have our joke. Why is Buzz Lightyear so good in math? Give up? Because he can count to infinity and beyond. All right. The materials you're going to need during the lesson are just some paper and pencil. Now, after the lesson, you may want to continue the experiments, and so you need a bag, a paper clip, and 10 items, but we'll talk about that at the end. Let's get started. First, let's look at the learning target. I can investigate and describe the probability of an event using grab bags and spinners. Well, that word investigate makes me think of a detective. So when we're doing our activities, we're really experimenting and investigating what we're learning in probability. The other word there is event. And when I think of an event, I think of something like a birthday party or a parade or a grand ball for the princesses. Those are events. But in probability, it's almost the same. An event is something that can happen. So let's start. First, we need to know some words when we are working with probability. And the first word is impossible. Impossible means it cannot happen at all. Like, I can't wake up tomorrow morning and be a giraffe. That's impossible. The next word is unlikely. That means something probably won't happen. The next word is equally likely. It may or may not happen. We just have to wait and see. The next word is likely. That means that it probably will happen. And the last word is certain. Certain means it definitely will happen. Tomorrow morning when I wake up, I will still be Mrs. Yeager. I won't have turned to a giraffe. So now let's try to think about these words as we look at some statements. The sun will rise tomorrow. Impossible, unlikely, equally likely, likely, or certain. What would you say? Certain. We know from studying science that the sun rises even in the rainy days. Even if we can't see it, the sun has risen. So that will always happen. Let's look at the next segment. A real live dinosaur will walk down your street today. What do you think? Impossible, unlikely, equally likely, likely, or certain? I know you were yelling, impossible, because there are no real live dinosaurs and none of them are going to be coming through my neighborhood today. The last one, you will wear blue pants today. Impossible, unlikely, equally likely, likely, or certain? For me, I said equally likely because I have several different pairs of pants and some of them are blue, and so it was equally likely that I might choose them. However, if I didn't own any blue pair of pants, it would be impossible for me to wear blue pants. Or if I only owned blue pants, it would be certain that I would wear blue pants. So that one is kind of tricky because it just depends on the person. So now let's look at some grab bags. Here is a grab bag, and we're pretending we have x-ray eyes that we can see what's inside of it. And I see that there are 8 striped marbles and 2 black marbles. So let's fill in the blank for these. It says it will be blank to pull a striped marble out of the bag? What word would you choose? Did you choose likely? Because there are more striped marbles, so it's likely that you would be pulling that out. Let's look at the next one. It will be blank to pull a white marble out. What would you choose? Impossible. There are no white marbles at all. I can't pull any. Let's look at the next sentence. It will be blank to pull a black marble. What would you choose for that? Did you say unlikely? Because you could pull it, but there are so few in there, you probably wouldn't pull those. Let's look at this grab bag. This is different. It has 4 black marbles, 4 white marbles, and 2 striped marbles. So let's look at our sentences again. It will be blank to pull a striped marble. What word did you use? Unlikely. I could pull them out, but there's only 2 of them, so it would be unlikely. How about it will be blank to pull a white marble? What would you say? Equally likely. Why did I choose equally likely? Because there's the same number of white marbles as there are black marbles. Okay, how about the next statement? It will be blank to pull a black marble. And I said equally likely again for the same reason. Well, now I want to try some work with some spinners. And here's a spinner, and I just made a game between my dog and me. So Banjo, if it lands on the blue, Banjo wins, and if it lands on the yellow, I would win. So look down there at the bottom. It says it will be blank for Banjo to win. What do you think? Looking at that, it will be impossible, unlikely, equally likely, likely, or certain. Which one would you choose? Did you choose equally likely? Yes, because both sides are the same size. So we both have an equal chance of winning. So let's try the game. I'm going to just spin it 5 times this time. So there's 1, and I won. Hooray. Okay. And let's spin again. That's 2. Banjo wins. Uh-oh, we're in a tie. Okay. Let's spin again. I win, yay. Let's spin again. Banjo wins. Wonderful. Oh, this is for the win. Spin it one more time. Who wins? Oh no, Banjo wins again. So we said it was equally likely that either Banjo or I would win. And this time, it looks like Banjo wins. But if I spun it more times, do you think he would still win, or do you think it might be a tie? Let's try one more game. Uh-oh. This time, look at what we have. I have all of these. I have 7 pieces, and Banjo only has 1. What do you think we should put here now for the sentence? It will be blank for Banjo to win. Impossible, unlikely, equally likely, likely, or certain. Did you say unlikely? Yes, it looks like it's unlikely that he would win. But let's try. Ready? There's the first one. Yay, I win. And let me give myself a point. All right. And he almost got that one. I won again. Let's spin it again. I win again. Let's try it 2 more times. He won. Okay, and one last time. Oh, he got close. I won that time. Okay, so look at our prediction. We said it would be unlikely for Banjo to win. And we saw that. We spun, and definitely I won that time. So now let's look at your next part of your worksheet. You see that you have a spinner there, and let's look at it and try to answer. I know you have like 6 questions, but we're only going to answer the first 2. You can do the rest by yourself. But let's look at our spinner first. I see that there are 5 A's, 2 E's, and 1 I. Now that I've looked at it, let me see if I can answer some of these questions. It says, what is the probability of spinning once and landing on the letter A? Would you choose impossible, unlikely, equally likely, likely, or certain? I would have said likely. How about the other box there? It says, what is the probability of spinning once and landing on the letter I? Which one of our words would you choose for that? Unlikely. There's only one of them, but we saw with Banjo's game that one was enough to at least get it around once. So now, I want you to play probability at home. And I want you to make a prediction, and you can use the spinner. But you say, I don't have a spinner. Well, if you have a paper clip and a pencil, you can put the pencil down there and use the paper clip up as a spinner and spin it one more time. There you go. And I landed on the I that time. So spin it 10 times and keep a record of what you landed on. And then maybe try spinning more than 10 times and see if your results change. The other game I want you to play at home is to make yourself some grab bags. Now you need 10 items of different colors. So I went around my house looking, and I found these blocks. Now I would just talk about the colors of the block, not the letters on it. And I see I have 4 yellows, 1 black, 2 orange, 2 green, and 1 purple. And I could play grab bag with that. Or I found these little blocks at home. I don't even know the name of them, but they are they are the same size and same shape, but they're different colors. And then another thing I found was some Jolly Ranchers. And you see I have 3 greens, 3 blues, 3 reds, and 1 purple. Now, you can use one of those, or if you have 10 of something else that you want to use, that's fine. You could even make your own cards with shapes and colors on them. So you also need a bag, and you can use a lunch bag, a grocery bag. You could even use a pillowcase. So to play, you're going to put the 10 items in the bag, make a prediction of what color of the item you'll pull out the most, and then keep a tally mark of the colors you pulled out. But don't forget to put what you pulled back into the bag before choosing again, because you don't want to just choose from 9 squares or whatever. And pull out 10 times and see if your prediction was true. And it's down there, it says, for extra, get someone to play with you. Do they make the same prediction, and will their prediction come true? So today, we talked about investigating and describing the probability of an event using grab bags and spinners. And I hope you have fun playing this at home.